What is up, fight fans? I am Jason Burgos for Sportsnot.com, and I am joined by one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, who actually stars in the new Tubi exclusive film Lord of the Streets, which premiered on April 22nd. The film also features a UFC great in Rampage Jackson, Bellator star AJ McKee, and hip-hop great Anthony Tretch Chris. And that legend I speak of is the one, the only, Anderson the Spider Silva, Senor Silva. Thank you so much for the time today.
Welcome, my friend. It's my pleasure.
So I have a whole bunch of questions. First, I want to talk about your performance as Axel in this film. Anderson, you're a very bad man in this film. You are saying the B word, you're backslapping people, killing people. You're crazy, Anderson, but I loved it. And you just seemed like a wonderful person. So was it weird playing this kind of evil character, or was it kind of fun to be doing something completely different?
I mean, I think the experience is so amazing, and I'm working hard for many, many years. When I moved to LA, I worked to acting class every day. And in this movie, it's so interesting because the story behind my story, my character inside the movie is so amazing, And I'm so happy, to play the bad guy because this is good exercise for me because definitely my voice don't help me to make a bad guy because my voice, but it's fun. It's fun. And the whole crew working hard, everybody working hard in the movie. And so amazing. It's a good experience for me. I'm so happy.
When you first were approached for this role and read the script and everything, like what were your first thoughts? Were you kind of like, I don't know. I mean, with my brand, people aren't used to that. Maybe it's a little bit too different. Or was it something like, because you mentioned going to acting classes, and when you started doing acting classes and getting your skills better as an actor, like, yeah, I want to do something different. I want to do something like a bad guy. So when they came to you with this, you were like, yeah, this is perfect. I've been wanting to do this.
I mean, I think that every single opportunity is amazing. Is for me is special because I don't try to I take this or take that. No, every single opportunity I try to absolve in write the script and say I can do that. It's a good challenge for me, And I'm the white belt in this work, and I start to work step by step for create more experience to work in a good crew, in a big crew, in a good side, But everything is amazing for me. Everything I'm glad and I'm so happy, because I know is a tough and in a very difficult career, because first of all, my English is not perfect. Second one, I'm not American, and I try to do my best every day, because I like the challenge, and I like to work in the movies because when you start working the movie, you write the script, you're in the set, you see everything. You need to absorb the whole thing, your character, and show it for the people because that's the one part you can like for the audience, because when the people watching TV, you're not doing something good, everybody knows.
Yeah.
Because you can lie for the camera, you can lie for the people in the home when they're watching the movie, and that's the good challenge for me. And I work to work the movie. I'm working hard. I like to work in the movies, and I try to do my best every day, and I don't try to prove nothing for nobody. I just try to accept the challenge and do my best I can, and that's it. I talk to my team, let's go work in something different, and everybody asked me and invited me to work in the movies for play fighter, play ex-fighter or something, And but I know this is beginning, and I need to work, and I need to prepare my body, prepare my mind for the the second, the 30, the older steps. And in this movie, I just working hard and try to do my best, and everybody working in this movie working hard, and I'm so happy.
I actually asked Rampage this question as well, but a lot of actors, when they're getting into a new character and building it, they will be kind of influenced by other performances from like other actors. Were there any performances in like other films or TV shows that you kind of based, this character of Axel around and maybe had an influence in your performance during the movie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I watch movies every day. You know, every night I watching 2 or 3 movies. And because I like it, and I write the stories too, and I like to create more uh, more uh, situations, more uh, base to the character.
Mm-hmm.
And when I start playing this guy in the movie, bad guy, I watch a lot of bad guys, a lot of actors work in the bad lines, and I say, that's the something I need to do
Yeah.
for this movie, and amazing because it's it, in the movies you can do anything,
Yep.
everything's possible.
Yep.
And of course, I one day I go play a good guy, but it's just beginning, just start. I like to the exercise I do right
Yeah.
now.
Talking about kind of what could come in the future, since doing this crazy character was so out of the norm for what people are used to and expect to see with you, will we get like Anderson Silva in a romance movie, even if it's like in Brazil or something like that? Would you be interested in showing the romance or even the comedy side of the Spider?
I mean, it's it's interesting because everybody in this movie worked hard and everybody helped together. Rampage helped me a lot in because Rampage have a more experience in help everybody to work together. And I'm impressed because this movie is the story is very interesting. The guys working hard together. Everybody put your heart in this movie and try to do your best in your single part. And when you see everything together, you see, whoa, that's great, And I'm so happy. I try to continue work in this movie come show it for everybody how much everybody working hard, and I think they have a sequel, and
I was gonna ask
that's
about
that,
that.
that's interesting because the sequel is come to more exciting
Yeah.
and people see more something uh, the scenes crazy, more crazy scenes. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away because I was gonna ask about the sequel, but yeah, there's definitely opportunity for that and more for you, which is really exciting. So, but so now I wanted to talk some fighting, some combat sports and stuff like that. So there's some news because you will be competing again soon in Dubai on top of a hotel.
Yeah, right now.
Huh?
I'm in Dubai now.
Oh yeah, exactly. And you're
Yeah.
gonna be 50 stories, over 50 stories in the air on the helipad. When you were approached for this upcoming fight, was like the fact that it's in Abu Dhabi in this unique setting, and you were going to be the co-main event of a card where Floyd Mayweather is the main event. Was that kind of like the major reasons you were interested in doing it? Because your opponent, it's not as big as a name as your last two, where you fought Julio Cesar Chavez, Tito Ortiz. Was being on a card with Floyd in Dubai like the main
I
point of
mean,
this?
I'm so happy, because first of all, I I pass in a different situation in my sport, and I create by yourself the opportunity to continue do my job, because uh, everybody knows my last fight in UFC, and a lot of people talking about me and talk bad about me. Oh, Anderson is old and can't fight again, and blah blah blah. And I, I mean, that's a talk every single time when people ask me, why you do that? Why you continue to do that? First of all, because I love it, And a second, because I like challenge myself, and I don't need to prove nothing for nobody. And that's the I prove my respect for the 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 fight community, the the combat sport community, and I prove my respect for boxing when I go to Mexico and fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He's the best fighter. He's the ex-champion award, and I prove my respect for boxing world, and do my best for prove my respect. And that's, I think, the open the doors for stay in the same car with Mayweather. And I'm so happy because when I look to my past and say, well, I working hard and I do my best in my sport, and I do my best to prove my respect for every single person in this world. And the opportunities come, and the opportunity to fight with Julio Cesar Chavez, the opportunity to fight boxing with Tito Ortiz, and the opportunity to fight in this card with Mayweather, is a dream for me because, look, Anderson Silva is an MMA guy and doing the great transition for boxing and fight in the same card with Mayweather. Who's thinking about that in a couple years ago? Nobody, And this is amazing. This is great, And everybody talking about me and why Anderson continue to that. And it's just one thing I love, And that's my second passion. My first passion is acting. I never talking about that, but my first passion is acting because I create stories and I write stories, and and now I can do everything because I prove my respect in the both sides, in a combat sport world, in an acting world, in this part of my life now, in the cinema, in acting, I'm white belt, and I start beginning, step by step, and I'm so happy because God gave me the opportunity every day to continue doing something for the people, for inspiring people, And when people see me that, I believe in the people can do anything because the people think, wow, Anderson do anything because prove your passion, prove your respect. Do it too, especially the young guys, young kids, And that's why I'm so happy, because God gave me using me to continue inspiring people to make something better for the world, And that's why working hard every day.
Speaking of kind of just doing these things that people would have pictured a couple years ago, especially when it comes to boxing. There's this legendary boxer who has come out of retirement. He's doing exhibition fights. And no, I don't mean Roy Jones Jr. No, I'm talking about Mike Tyson. He's a big fan of MMA. A fight against of these two all-timers in boxing and MMA would make a lot of sense, at least to me, and it would be an easy sell. Would you be interested in a fight with Mike Tyson, maybe at a 210 catchweight?
I mean, I think it's a different weight and a different level. I don't have the same level for fight with Mike Tyson. Of course, I training hard, but as Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson. I know a lot of people talking about, I can't fight with Mike Tyson, and try to disrespect Mike Tyson. And I can't do that because I can't fight the same level. Maybe I can't fight with Mike Tyson, with Roy Jones, with Mayweather, or the other professional boxers. Yeah, because I train hard for challenging myself.
Yeah.
But I know my side. I know how I can continue to do my best and respect the people. Mike Tyson is in the top. I'm here, you know, and I can't say, oh, I can't fight with Mike Tyson. Never, because I'm not come here to, I'm not come inside the sport, the boxing world, to disrespect nobody, you know. And Mike Tyson is the legend, and I respect the legend. And it's the same. I'm blue belt, and Mike Tyson is a grandmaster. You know, I can't do that. You know, of course, I have my personal dream fight with Roy Jones, and when I say that, I never disrespect Roy Jones. I say, my dream is fight with Roy Jones because I follow Roy Jones in an entire career, and Roy Jones helped me to make success in my sport because I watching Roy Jones and I watching the whole fight from Muhammad Ali and the different boxers. Then I say, whoa, imagine in one day I fight with Roy Jones. That's my dream. And that's I start talking about many, many years ago, you know, and the opportunity does not come. But right now, everything is possible, you know, and we'll see the future. And I'm so happy, you know, because everything in my life is amazing. God give me every day the new opportunity to continue doing my job, continue working hard for inspiring the new generation, inspire people, and I'm so happy. I'm very, very happy. Thank you, God, for everything doing in my life. I just enjoy. I try to enjoy everything.
I have two more questions. Speaking of blue belts in boxing, there were rumblings of a fight with you and Logan Paul last year, but that would be, to me, crazy because Logan hasn't even won in boxing, and, you know, you would destroy him.
My brother, let me tell you something important. You know, the people don't give the real valor for the Logan Paul and your brother doing for this new situation, you know, the fight show. It's simple. These two kids open the door for every single person think about the sports, you know. So doesn't matter happen. Sometimes the news is not real, sometimes it's real, but these two kids open the mind for everybody, for my sport, for MMA, for boxing, for every single sport, professional sport, combat sport. For people think about, whoa, something wrong's happened here because that's not true, or that's the truth.
Yeah.
And the people need to respect that because the kids make the good job and doing the good job.
Yeah.
You know, and the people asking about fight Logan Paul, and I think everything's possible. You know, everything's possible. This fight here in Abu Dhabi is a very important for me because doesn't matter happen is a fight show, you know. And here in Dubai, everybody talking about this fight. Everybody like me here because I have a lot of fans in here, and I'm so happy because I'm in the same car with Mayweather, the legend in this sport, and I can't say nothing bad about that. You know, I'm happy, you know, because I'm 47, continue working hard, continue do my job, and I'm here fight for my fans, fight for myself, and doing the big show for every single person watching me, you know.
Has there ever been an offer, not just for Logan, but maybe a fight with Jake? Because Jake is pushing for a fight with Michael Bisping, and Michael Bisping has suggested that he's avoiding a fight with you. And I think a lot of people would want to see Jake and you more than Logan. You was a Jake Paul fight ever offered to you?
Well, you know, they have a different offer, you know, and everything is possible. I think the good idea is imagining the both brothers fight in the same car, you know.
Yeah.
That's great. It's two MMA guys, and with the fight with the brothers, this is good too, you know. But we'll see. Everything is possible right now. Everything is special and is possible because the people don't care anymore about, oh, I go see this and that. The people like the show, you know. And these kids, the Paul brothers, open the door for make every single fight the people think about, you know.
Yeah. Last question. You know, is there any reason that you would want to maybe return to MMA, maybe beyond the UFC? Could a one championship, a Bellator, or PFL, and so on, could they offer anything that would make you interested in wanting to return to MMA, or the passion for acting, you know, the passion for the challenges in boxing, that's more of the focus in MMA?
That's a good question. So, you know, when I come out the UFC, everybody talking about me, but I don't talk with the people for Bellator or different people for fight MMA, except Japan. The people in Japan ask me to fight I start talking to the people in Japan, but I never talk to the Bellator or the different team or company in the United States. And the people start talking about my name. Oh, I don't like to Anderson fight anymore, and blah, blah, blah. I don't talking about MMA with these people. I don't talking about fight in Bellator or fight in a different show. You know, I think the people commit me, disrespect me because people start talking about me, but I don't talk with these people. I never talk about fight MMA and different event or in UFC too, because when I done in UFC, everybody, especially Dana White, say, "Oh, Anderson can't fight anymore," and blah blah blah. Nobody in the same age with Anderson fight is terrible and blah 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 blah, and a lot of shit about me. And I feel disrespect because doesn't matter happen. Fight is fight. You can win, you can lose. Yeah. And when you make the successful in making my sport, the one thing you need to do for your fighter is respect.
Yeah.
And that's, I feel no respect. But I don't care because when I stop fighting, I go stop fighting because I say I'm going to stop it. Nobody can say for me, I stop. And nobody can say for nobody, you need to stop now. You need to do that. Nobody, you know. And that's a proof nobody can stop me, you know. Yeah. I stop when I say I'm done, I'm done. Nobody can say for me, I'm done. You know, that's the problem for these people in this sport, especially in UFC, because UFC don't respect the legacy the fighters have, you know, and try to using you and kick you out. And when you out and try to destroy your career for you don't fight anywhere. That's happened for a lot of fighters, you know, people don't think about that. Yeah. And I mean, I have a good time inside UFC and bad time too. The bad time for me is about the experience I have with behind the scenes. But inside the cage, inside the fight, I do my best. It's the only thing I have a control inside the cage. Outside, I don't have control. And then one more thing. In my last fight in Mexico, I made more money than my last 3 fights in MMA. You know, it's no mix. And I mean, that's the whole thing. So I don't like talking about bad for people say, oh, now you out the UFC, you talk bad shit about UFC. No, it's good for me for sometimes, and I'm good for UFC too, and it's done. It's over, but it's important I say that, everything I say about the situation, because this has happened to me.
Yeah.
But it's done. I have the new step in my life. UFC stay in my past, and I know is every single fan and every single person go to associate my image with UFC, but the people need to understand. I'm start fight long time MMA in the different events in Japan, in a Shoto. I fight in London. I fight in Korea. I fight in different companies. And the only one I feel disrespect is when my career start finishing UFC.
Yeah.
People need to understand. I have the great and amazing story inside the MMA sport.
Yeah.
And long time, and that's the people need to respect. The different fighters. I don't start my career in UFC. I start my career long time ago. But it's fine. Everything is new for me. UFC is part of my past. I respect everybody there. And I know the people sometimes talking about me, talk shit about me, but it's fine. I don't care. I just live my life and continue work hard for make successful in my new career.
What you said that UFC's behind you is MMA then? You've done enough in MMA that you're done with MMA, or is it still possible like a Jake Paul Logan Paul fight? You never know. Even an MMA return could be possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe. But I think I finish. I have the something dreams in my mind.
Yeah.
In my last fight, maybe I fight in Japan, because in Japan I start fighting.
Yeah.
My career start in Japan. In my first title belt in Japan, I fight in Shoto with Hayat Sakurai in the amazing in this my life.
Yep.
And maybe my last fight for finish everything inside the combat sport is in Japan. I don't know.